Hey, what's up guys? Okay, so I have here in front of me the Feelworld F7 Pro monitor. Now this monitor, I have to say, I wanted to show you the size of it. It's 7 inches compared to my little, built in my Canon RP, makes a big difference of display. I had a 5.5 inch and it was okay, but this 7 inch is a world of difference in what you can see. I wanted to show it to you while it's on the camera. So we're gonna go through the test in a minute, and I got to say I do like it. I like the design of it. It is quite slim compared to the other ones I've seen. The bezels are slim and tight. It does use NF batteries here. It has 2 slots, which has got a cool feature for the second slot, so you can add an accessory and power it off of 1 battery. Very nice. It is a well-built it's not well-built film monitor for the price of, I think it's, I've double checked, but about $250. I'll put the link below. I don't get anything from it. It's just information. But let's head over to the desk and then we'll run it through and I'll tell you what I like about it and what I don't. So if you are in the market for this monitor, you have some ideas about it. Okay guys, let's head over there. Hey, what's going on guys? Okay, so I got the Feelworld here on my desk, and we're going to go over it a little bit, get a little closer detail to it. So this is 7 inch, as I showed you before. I've connected my G85 here. It's a nice size monitor. It's a full 7 inches. So let's get in a little closer and show you how it's built. Okay, it is made out of all plastic. So the first thing that's interesting about it is on the back side, you have a space for the battery. Right now I have it powered with a USB-C. You also have a space for an additional battery. So this battery connector can power another device. So say you have a 10,000 milliamp battery here that's powering the monitor, and you want to connect this to you want a light on this side. You can put a light here. You can add an HDMI transmitter here. You can add whatever you want. It has standard connectors for the NP batteries, so that's nice. On the top side, what we have is the on-off button, an RE connector, also your medium. This is a rotating and a push button. On one half, on the other side, you have a connector. On the bottom side, you also have your power input, your microphone. Can't really see that. Let me disconnect it for a minute. You have your DC power, it's your USB-C power, your microphone, of course a mount here, an SDI slot for your lux. If you want to change your lux. On this side, you have an HDMI in, an HDMI out, and 2 outputs, DC outputs, an 8 volt and a 12 volt. Very handy. So we're going to go ahead and connect it here, and we'll go over the menus. Just plug it in. Let me power it on. Oh, can't power it on without my USB-C plugged in. Plugged in. Power it on. Let's get a source. There's a signal. Okay, so I have it on my Canon lens and a little knick-knack. All right, guys, so let's go over the menu. Very easy to do. If you push it one time on top where the power button is, touches off, touches on. So if it's off, then I don't need to worry about the screen. If it is on, then I can just touch it twice here and it brings up the menu. Okay? You can also bring up the menu if you push the power wheel. You push the wheel down once, you click it. So this is your shortcut menu. Touch off. So when the touch is off, you have to use the wheel. When the touch is on, I can just push up from the bottom and it brings up the shortcut menu. So we're going to turn the touch is off. You see, no effect. Touch on, there it is. If you double tap, tap it once to remove it, double tap to bring it up. Let's say, for example, I want to increase the volume. All I have to do is push up, push up, and the volume goes up, and the volume goes down. Of course, I don't have anything connected to this right now, so there it is. If I push up here, it increases the brightness. If I push down, it takes the brightness down. So this is a 500 lux field monitor. So you're going to need a shade. The shade is very easy to put on. I'll do it in a minute. It's very simple to put on and put off. So when you're outside, you're going to need this, since it is only 500 lums or lux. So let's get back into the menus. So let's see, let's make sure I have touches off, touches on. So I double tap, and in the first you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 categories and a return. The first one will give you all your settings, your histogram, your vector, your parade, all the waves, focus assist. So say, for example, we click focus assist, and then it allows you to have arrows to push left or right. If I push right, if I push to the right, it gives me yellow. I push it off. Like, there you go. And now I have a yellow focus assist if I should need it. All right. So let's go back into it. Focus assist. Now, I don't want yellow. Say you want red. There's red. There's green. There's blue. So you can determine what color that you prefer, which is nice. So I'm going to turn focus assist off. Very easy, very intuitive type menu. Double tap to bring it up. Let's say I want a histogram. I want to turn my histogram on, and there it is. You can't move the histogram. It's going to be there. It's locked in that position. Okay? I do wish Feelworld, if you're listening, allow us to at least move it around. Because I'm going to show you why. One of the things I don't like about this monitor, I'll show you right now. So, like I say, I have a histogram there. And one thing I don't like about this is I want to add a, I want to add a waveform. There's my waveform. So what it did was it bumped the histogram up and put the waveform underneath it. Okay, that is not the way I would like it. I would like it to be maybe the histogram over here, waveform over here. I'd like to move it around. I can't. You can't move anything around. It's unfortunate, because the problem with that is I may have data or information here that I need to see from the camera. Like, for example, maybe my ISO is on this side and I'd just like to move it over here. Again, Feelworld, try to make that adjustment and let us move this around. That's really all I ask. But other than that, it's a great waveform and histogram. Very clear, very easy to read. All right, let's go back to the menus. So I want to double tap and we're going to turn them off. So I'm going to go back to my parade, and now it's off. I'm going to turn off my histogram, and now it's off. Audio meter, if I want that on, it's right there. Again, I can't move it. You're kind of stuck to where it is, and that's where it is. So if you're looking for more customization, you may have to go to a higher price monitor. So let's go ahead and turn those off. Let's go into the actual grid. So if we want a grid, I can add a grid, a 9 grid, off. I can add a safety marker, 70, 80, 90, 16 by 9. It gives me an idea of where, how I want it cropped. Again, it doesn't affect the actual output of the video, but it does show you where your safety markers are. So let's see, there's quite a few. We're off. I can have my center marker on, center marker off. Marker, I can change the color of the marker. I'll say I want red. There's red, you can barely see it. Green, blue, white, black, I don't know why you use black, yellow. Anyway, safety marker, let's go ahead and center marker is off. I want to change my aspects. I can change the asymmetric mode. So there you go, 125, 133. So you can control a lot of different things. The freeze is interesting. So it'll freeze the picture, and it's just stayed there. So even if I move the camera, it's there. So it's almost like a quick snapshot, but it's not, because it's not taking the picture of it. It's just frozen it. So if I move it, I'm not sure exactly how you would use that, but it's there. So let's double tap. Let's turn freeze off. See, now we're back live again. Here's your backlight, your brightness. I can increase the brightness if I want. Again, it's not a backlight, but it's increasing the brightness of the screen. Not the same thing as a backlight. I can increase the saturation if I want the saturation to be a little bit more. But again, you're gonna have to just judge it off of your camera, of your output of your actual Canon or your Nikon or your Sony or whatever it is you're using. Because maybe you're trying to match your saturation to what kind of output you're going to get, but that's really up to you. That may take some time to worry about or get to that specific color or contrast that you want. Let's go back and let's turn touch off for a moment. All right, touch is off. So now nothing happens. So here's where I have to bring the wheel. So there's your wheel. I want to do a quick waveform. Boom, waveform's up. And that's it. It goes away by itself. And if I just go ahead and turn it off, and now it's off. So that's for the, I guess you want to say, the quick start menu. And it goes away by itself in a moment, probably about 5 seconds or so. It's a nice monitor. Did I turn it off by accident? Or did I unplug it? Oh, I unplugged it. Sorry, guys. Power back on. The Feelworld, very nice monitor. Let me show you the actual screen to plug it in. Well, it's very easy to connect. You have 2 little holes in the front, and then you just push the bottom. Super simple. So there's 2 holes right here, 1 and 2. Very easy. I want to take it off. It's off. That is a very nice clip-on system. Most of the time they're a lot more difficult than that. So again, you just line up the holes on the top like so. And that's it. This is Velcroed on. I'm not going to take it off. It's not necessary. But there you go. 500 looms, guys. 1200 to 1 contrast ratio, in case you want to know. I'll put the link below so you can see where I bought it from. I bought it from Amazon, see what I paid for it. And that's about it, guys. Hope you liked the review. Just to give you some information, if you're looking at this monitor, the 7-inch monitor, it's got a lot of data. You get to see everything very clearly, which is nice. Outside may not be strong enough, but inside, no problem. Easy to work with. It's not that heavy. I mean, it's not really heavy at all. I mean, the battery is going to really depend on what you're going to put on there. You are going to need probably an 8,000 milliamp battery because, 7 inches, it does draw a bit of power. If you use a small battery, I think I have like a 3,000 or 5,000. They don't last but 35 minutes or so. So maybe enough time, may not be enough time. But if you're running around all day, you're going to need a little more power than that. So I would recommend a 10,000, 8 to 10,000. All right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.